All right, man, we back. Some more Detroit Lions football talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And let's get into it. Yahoo sports writer Frank Schwab has been doing a countdown and team preview of the NFL teams, and the Lions are ranked 27th. That'll be the sixth worst team in the NFL. So let's talk about what he had to say. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, please, and don't forget to check out our Detroit Lions talk playlist for more videos about the Lions. So, he kind of talked about a lot of different things. Excuse me, man. I cracked my neck. But one of the main things he talked about was basically Matt Patricia's inability to get the defense right. He talked about the offseason. He didn't say it was terrible, but he didn't say it was great neither. And he said that he struggled if he put the Lions too low. But you know what? The Lions don't get the benefit of the doubt. They haven't won a division since it was the Central Division, I believe, in '93 when Eric Kramer was the quarterback, if I remember correctly, or was it Scott Mitchell? Excuse me, one of the two. And the Lions ain't gonna get the benefit of the doubt until they start putting years together of successful seasons. But one of the main things he pointed out was the lack of blue chip talent that the Lions had. All right. He said they just don't have the top end blue chippers, and I guess the blue chippers, you look at Kansas City, Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill, Watkins, Matthews, Frank Clark, kind of those. Chris Jones is one of the best defensive tackles in the game. They don't get no credit. Those type of guys. You look at the Lions and you say Stafford and Galladay on the rise. Most people sleeping on him. And after that, it's really a lot of dudes have to develop. And I've been saying that. Hockenson got to take that jump. Okuda got to at least be as good as Darius Slay. Kerryon Swift got to come in and make something shake. Tracy Walker got to make something shake. And he cited, them losing a few guys, Graham Glasgow, trading Darius Slay away. So they don't have a lot of top tier talent according to him. But they got a lot of guys that could develop this year. But really, do you give the Lions the benefit of the doubt of developing talent? It's $1 million question. I mean, Hockenson, Tavai, Hand got to show that he healthy. He showed that he was a blue chip talent when he was healthy. So a lot of the things for the Lions got to do with developing year 1 and 2 players and proving that Deshaun Hand can be healthy. That could turn it around. But he did, do a blind study with him and Mahomes stats and saying Stafford was really good last year before he got hurt, and he could kind of be the difference. The Lions led in 14 of 16 games they lost last year, I believe it was, or something like that. So he pointed that out as well. And he said the best case scenario they said he could be in the contention to win the NFC, which, like I said, man, I forget who it was. One of the media aficionados, a media member, said that it's like at least 10 teams that can contend for the NFC title this year, championship. It's another 4 that you can also put in that mix. So it's a lot of parity. It's not one dominant team. And people say, well, Tampa dominant, they old. New Orleans dominant, they quarterback old. Like, I get what he's saying. Like, this can go either way. And then the worst case scenario, he was saying is Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia get sent home packing and maybe get fired in the middle of the season. So, I mean, that's pretty much, in entirety what he said. And I put that article link in the description. And I give my quick 2 cents on it, or give my opinion on it. And my opinion is, I don't disagree with him. Like, his whole thing was, the Lions are so unpredictable, but I can't get them the benefit of the doubt, so I'm going to SOL them. It's going to be the same old Lions. Something that's going to hold back the Lions where they don't get in that contention, they don't win a division, they don't get over the hump. He cited that multiple NFC North teams have their own difficult and or difficulties on their own team and on holes to field. Excuse me. So it's like how I feel about what he said. Like, it was objective, it was fair, and he was right. Now you got some people that's in the Detroit media, and I mean media outlets, and you got the old media don't like the Lions in Detroit. We know that. We know why. The Fords pretty much severed that relationship because they didn't want the media to be objective no more. They wanted them to be pro Lions and sell the fans steak, but when they really arrived, it was Vienna sausages. I understand that, but I'm talking about these new media outlets, these YouTube channels. Some of these dudes don't know what being objective means. These dudes will tell you, you throw out a filet mignon shit sandwich, and that filet mignon shit sandwich is going to be the best. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best. I mean, it's just like a steak. It just has shit on it, and it's, you got those. A lot of those dudes tend to be that guy. They optimistic. They believe the best case scenario, and at the end of the day, I'm a little bit more straight. I like to be right. I like to win. And I like to be on point. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The difference between me and them, they lie. I just tell you the truth. When people don't like the truth, I don't care. You don't have to subscribe and watch. I ain't putting a pistol to your head and say you gotta watch me. So I keep it 100. At least I try from my perspective. So I agree with them. I don't know what to make of this season. You got some people that say the Lions can go 1-7. I say I don't see it happening. Some of the teams that you saying that's good, I don't really see them being good. I can see the Lions being anywhere from here to there. I mean, it's truly unknown about how much of a bad apple was Damon Harrison and Darius Slay, and can Patricia make the adjustment since he got all the guys he want on defense? Will they listen to him? Will they buy in? Will he blitz more? Will he able to manufacture more pressure? Will Stafford stay healthy? Is one thing he didn't talk about. Can he stay healthy? Can they run the ball better with this new offensive line? He talked about Big V, the new tackle. He started 4 games in the last 2 seasons, and they overpaid him. I mean, you could just go on and on. You could talk about things he didn't talk about. Will Hockenson make the next step? You know what I'm saying? Will Stafford stay healthy? Will Swift and Johnson kind of give us a boost? Can we stop the run better? Can we rush the passer better? Will the linebackers be an upgrade? And one of the things he obviously pointed out is that, Matt Patricia added more neglected Patriots that Bill Belichick didn't want to the squad. So you don't know what you're going to get from the Lions this year. You got a virtual offseason that make it that much more difficult. They won't have joint practices, and you won't be able to kind of see how they look like. There was a lot of years me growing up, late 90s, early 2000s, where the Lions would talk about how good their offense or how good their defense was when training camp versus the same Lions. The offense would play the defense, and they would scrimmage. When we get to the regular season, both sides of the ball be ass. You know what I'm saying? I can still remember Ryan Marinelli still talking about pad level. He about to get fired. But I do agree with Mr. Schaub that this is a very, very murky team. I can't really call it outlook. Last year I stopped it. I said, people ask me what the record going to be. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know, man, what the record is going to be. I want the best. I want to see the Lions win the Super Bowl before I croak. I think we all do. We all got the best. We want the best. When I pick the Lions to lose, and I'm being honest, I'm really rooting for them like hell to win. But I got to call it how I see them. So, basically, he had the best, the best case scenarios, them contending for the NFC Championship game. And I don't disagree with that, even though they got to get over the hump, win a division, or make the playoffs, win some games. But I just don't see a dominant team in the NFC. Who would you say the dominant team is? If Dallas add Jamal Adams, then, but still again, they're the Cowboys. Carson Wentz might get hurt again. Russell Wilson, they'll be there, but they kind of just missing that extra little oomph. Their defense not all the way there. I mean, you look at the Rams, nobody fear them no more. Maybe Kyler Murray can be a surprise team, but do you really see them contending? They got some talent. Not really. I mean, you go to NFC South, 2 old-ass quarterbacks. Drew Brees can't throw it over 20 yards. I mean, the team that probably would surprise me is I would pick as a surprise would be Atlanta. No pressure on them to win the division. They still got some talent. You look at our division, Minnesota lost a lot of guys. You say what you want to say about Xavier Rhodes, Everson Griffin. They also lost Stephon Diggs, right? So, I mean, Dalvin Cook might not come in no time soon. Can Madison pick up the pace? Who knows? Aaron Rodgers is getting older. They neglected to help him. They did add Funches, but he coming off of some type of season injury early last year. I mean, Chicago, they don't have a quarterback. They got a lot of talent, but no quarterback. So, like I said, it can go either way, man. So, I definitely see where Frank is coming from. But, hey, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I sit exactly where he sit at, and I just don't know. I can't call it. So, people ask me what the record going to be. I don't know. But I will be starting a season preview at some point pretty soon. We do camp battles and all that. I'm just trying to get better clarity on what they're going to do with the NFL season. So, Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate personally is to share the video. One time for the one time. Need to reach out. Twitter's the fastest way. Facebook, then IG. All the links in the description. I appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone. Don't forget to check out the channel out Goodfellas Sports TV right here on YouTube. We gone.